All right, going to start streaming. I want to check before I get started. I didn't understand how this thing worked. Does starting streaming post to my Facebook? Looks like it does. Doesn't do it in a very pretty manner. But at least this seems to post something with the links. And if I click the link, do I get to see myself? And then everybody will be terrified because I'll be talking. It'll be overlapping everything. Oh, no, it says I'm offline. Well, that's interesting. I definitely shouldn't be offline. Well, I'll give it a few seconds and see if I come online. Alright, but I'm gonna join another Cube League. I will say Masters 25 is now out, which I'm tempted to try, but I want to do more Cube because Cube is about to go away. And I don't know how excited I am about actually playing Masters 25. Could be fun, but not that excited about it. Still says my stream is offline. Seems weird. Maybe that link is just wrong. It says it's my thing. Is anybody actually watching? That's check number 2. Nobody's actually watching. Well, I'm gonna play some Cube. Hopefully this is actually streaming. I'm gonna check Twitch too. Well, at least Twitch seems to be working because I can see myself there. Alright, I don't know what is wrong with YouTube. YouTube. Let me see. Let me see if I see myself when I actually go to the other link. Live streaming. Queue is filling up slowly today. Yeah, it seems like I'm streaming here. How do I save? How do I save this? Maybe I don't have to. Maybe it does it automatically. Up to 3. Maybe my problem was that I linked to YouTube Gaming, so let me see if I can change that. Maybe that one will work better. Hey, that one shows me at least. I'm not 100% sure if the other one does. Oh, and I'm getting my sound, so it sucks. Alright, well, I would like to play in the actual Cube instead of Masters 25, but it's possible that there's just not going to be anybody around to play it with me because this queue is filling up pretty slowly. I bet if I wait 5 minutes, it'll fill up, though. It's been 2 minutes so far. I think I was the first or second person in queue, so I believe that it probably will fill up. So I'm going to give it at least a small amount of time. I see somebody in chat, so hello to whoever joined. Up to 4. Yeah, I think this is the fact that we're not playing the hot new thing right now. We're playing Cube, and Masters 25 just came out, so might be a little slow to get started. Oop, I didn't mean to. Okay, that didn't open over there. Good. Might do a Masters 25 one after the Cube. 2 people are watching. Oh my gods. Hello, 2 people that are watching. watching me sit in this exciting 8-player queue that's filling up very, very slowly. This is the right thing, right? Legacy Cube Fandom Swiss Draft League. Yes, that is what I want to play. I only have 3 lonely trophies. Only had 3-0 so far. Got to get another one. Up to 6 people. All right. Yeah, it's not taking that long. I said about 5 minutes. I think it's might even end up being quicker than that. I'm gonna try my best to not draft black this time. Last time I drafted black, I got yelled at. I was told that was not the correct thing to do. Seven of 8. Any second now. There we go. Nice. Alright. What do I want from this pack? Well, I can't take the black. I like Natural Order quite a bit if we wanted to go mono green. Get some good threats for that. Get a bunch of mana dorks. I think this is a pretty high upside card. This is good in every deck, but I don't think it's exciting enough to first pick. Imperial Recruiter is good in the Kiki deck, but like the combo deck, but I don't think it's good enough to first pick either. I think I'm probably either on just Thalia and going White Weenie, just because I haven't done that much, and I know at least some of my viewers want me to play something other than black. Either that or just go the mono green Natural Order plan, and I'm leaning towards Natural Order. I think it's the most powerful card in the pack, so I think I'll grab that here. Natural Order is a 4-drop. Basically, I can sacrifice a green creature to get another green creature in my library and put it into play. Oracle of Moldiah. Another 4-drop's a little awkward, but I think I like it more than Nissa, although we could sack the creature tokens that we make with Nissa to Natural Order, but I just think this is a more powerful card than Green Ramp in general. So if I'm sticking to the Green Ramp plan, I'm taking Oracle, I think. I mean, I could try to jump into Mono Red. A couple good Mono Red cards here. Lightning Bolt's always going to be good. A couple good blue cards here too. Like Preordain is probably my favorite blue cantrip in Cube. Brainstorm is better in like Vintage and Legacy and things like that, where you have a ton of fetch lands. But in Cube, I usually only end up with a couple fetch lands. Better just to have a slightly better draw effect, I think. Yeah, this pack is pretty strong, but I think Oracle is strong enough to take. Saw some good cards, but nothing super high power level that made me want to switch my plan up. I am not getting a lot of ramp, though. Both of these 2 cards I've been relatively impressed with for ramp. The one disadvantage of Shaman of the Forgotten Ways is he taps for 2 mana of any color that you want for creatures, but unfortunately that mana has to be only for creatures. You can't use it to cast planeswalkers and stuff. And a lot of times you do want 1 or 2 high drop planeswalkers in the green X decks. Rampant Growth is pretty nice. Just ramps you a little bit, and I think I don't like it as much as Mana Dorks, but it ramps you a little bit and it fixes you, so lets us splash another color. I think I'm probably just getting that. I do love a Treachery. Maybe I just go Treachery and try to go blue-green. I probably just take Treachery. Oh man, I don't know. I love Treachery. Not much else blue in the pack though, so maybe blue's getting a little cut. I'm going to stick with my guns and go Rampant Growth. Well, actually, I'm going to take Treachery. It's the highest value card in the pack. Nissa Worldwaker, this one's alright. We do have a couple good blue threats here. This would be okay if we wanted to go green-black. I like Wormcoil Engine as a top-end threat. Goes in mono-green. Doesn't work with Natural Order, unfortunately. But goes in green X decks for sure, and can just go in any deck as a good 6-drop. I like Ancestral Visions a lot. I don't think I like it enough to take it here. Thalia could be fun, but again, I don't think I like it enough to take it here. Teferi is very, very blue, so I'd have to go super heavy in blue. I think Nissa's a fine planeswalker. Pretty good ramp on tap 4, but you have to get up to 5 to cast her. But I think I'd rather have Wormcoil. Wonder what else people took out of that pack that they didn't take Wormcoil. Well, I don't quite know. Well, Consecrated Sphinx is a very good... This is putting us in blue, but I really like Consecrated Sphinx. Thragtusk also pretty good in just like green. Nothing else really pulling me super here hard here. I like English in the Making, but we don't have any colors for that yet, and it's not so high that I would switch. Unexpectedly Absent is fine. Double White's a little tricky. I think I'm gonna go Consecrated Sphinx. Not sure if I'm playing it, but I think it's the highest upside. Shelldock Isle is really good. I like Vraska Relic Seeker. I like Wicker Barrel Elder. I'm gonna take Shelldock. Some other decent things there. We really need some low drops to come in here. Abrupt Decay, Windrisk Heights. No lands that really help us. Could go Pestermite or Dissolve just as like things that we can do. Maybe we're just getting pushed out of green. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of green available. I do think the 2 green cards we have are super, super good, but they're not really working with the rest of our deck right now. And yeah, green's pretty much completely cut. Song of Dryads isn't unplayable, but it's pretty close. It's not very good. I'm on a stipulation. Don't take a black card stipulation. I mean, Pestermite could be good if we happen to manage to luck into Splinter Twin. I guess that's one reason to take it. Dissolve is just always going to be good too. Muldrifter I like a lot. Yeah, blue looks surprisingly open. I think blue is one of the stronger colors, so I'm a little surprised. Wolfir Silverheart would be fine, but I think I'd rather have Muldrifter. Also, you can play it as a 3-drop, which is pretty good. Wouldn't mind this for a threat. Negate is also fine. I've been relatively impressed with Verdurous Gearhulk in general, but I don't know if it goes in this deck or not. Phyrexian Revoker would be fine. Hits enough things that it's probably good. Maybe I do take the Negate. Maybe I'm just more blue than green. Like, Verdurous is good, but it doesn't look like that good in this deck. Preordain is great. This should pretty much never table if there's any blue drafters. Alright, well maybe I'm just mono blue right now. I think the green cards I got are really good, but I didn't get that many of them. I'm not that impressed with Fauna Shaman. She's okay, but I don't think I want her here. Maybe I just take Sword on the off chance that we end up against... what colors does this one give us protection from? White and red. If we end up against white and red, this card would be very good. Alright. And now we're going on no colors that really help us. I think Face Fetters is probably the most splashable. Garruk Apex Predator is not bad if you want to be black-green, but we already have a couple top-end cards. I'm going to go... Maybe I'm white-blue. Wouldn't be bad. Wow, him should not go this late either, I don't think. But I guess it is pretty heavy in black. Well, we have a couple decent white things now, too. Take this for the sideboard, because there's no way I'm playing the other one. Book Decay, I can understand that one going last. It's not super high prio in cube, and it's multicolored, so... what I really want to find is, like, opposition, and then just go, like, blue-white or blue-green tokens. I think that would be great. I love Mystic Snake. No reason to take it this early, though. I think Scarab God is really good, but I'm not taking black. Could be decent in this deck, though. Only one white card, and it's not very good. And what, no blue cards? I could take Elder Deep Fiend and try it. I'm not sure how good it is, but it doesn't feel bad. We do have a few smaller things we could sack to it. Don't see anything else pulling me here. None of the lands are particularly good in blue X. I could just take Gilded Lotus also. Gilded Lotus is, I think, a fine card, although you want some pretty expensive things to bother using it. Could still be blue-green. I'm going to take the Deep Fiend. I think that's fine. Feel free to shout out picks if you have opinions on what I should be taking. Ponder, I think, is the second best after Preordain for blue 1-drops. I think that's a slam dunk here. I could go with one of the green ramps and sideboard back in the green, but I don't know. I was feeling pretty cut on it, and blue just seems super open. Taiga will probably wheel just because it's not that good. I don't know if we really want another 6-drop, but it would be fine. Yeah, let's go Pondering. Tamiyo could be neat. I've always wanted to try it, never gotten the chance. Doesn't seem like the best. I do like Elesh Norn quite a bit. Dissipate's fine as a 3-drop. We do have a lot of top end already, so it might be a little aggressive to grab Elesh Norn here. She's a 7-drop, so she's a little hard to cast for fair. We're also only a little bit in white, although she would be a good reason to go white. Reflector Mage would also be good if we're going white. I like Reflector Mage quite a bit. I'm gonna go Tamiyo here. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll go Dissipate. I think we do need a few more 3-drops. I can't go too high here. Emrakul, that's always a fun one. If you had a way to cheat him in. I'd probably go land here if I'm thinking white. I think this is one of the weaker planeswalkers in the cube. Talvan could be decent, but I don't think he's a slam dunk. The other option is Scalding Turn, which would also be great. But I don't have any red yet, so I'm not as sure about that one. I think I'm gonna go Colonnade here. Let's get everything that I'm probably not playing out of this pile. Green is still a possibility, but I think white is looking more likely. I'm not a big fan of Force Spike. No other blue here. Blue's getting cut a little bit. Wall of Omens is pretty good if you're kind of like a control deck, which we're probably at least a little bit. We got a couple of really good big hitters and not that much towards the low end, and this is just an 0-4 blocker that draws your card. Feels pretty good. I think that's the pick. I mean, I could go Delver. I mean, unless you're trying to go some kind of tempo deck, which I don't think, given our current deck, we are. Don't think he's really worth it. Well, I got pushed out of green. I was thinking green pretty hard after I went first pick Natural Order, second pick Oracle, but I think Part of the Water Veil is decent. I wish I could go black right now because I love a Gonti. I think Oust is also pretty good, just a decent removal. Maybe I do take Oust. Don't think I'm wheeling this. I don't know what I end up with. But yeah, we don't have like much removal yet, right? We just have Fate's Fetters, which, I mean, it's not bad, but we have Fate's Fetters, Treachery to steal a creature, and then if we get Oust, that'll be like a 3rd removal. Doesn't feel terrible. Taking an extra turn is pretty sweet though, but we do have a lot of 6-drops and 7-drops already, so I think I'm gonna go on a little bit of the cheap side there. Jace, Architect of Thought, I think he is pretty decent. We could definitely play him. Land tax, I'm not ever super impressed with. If we could splash red and if we happen to wield the Emrakul, which doesn't seem likely, we could play Nahiri the Harbinger and go like just Gaia Control. It'd be pretty sweet. Again, doesn't seem likely to me. I think I'm gonna take the 4-mana Jace here. Just he's not bad. He has a mini Brainstorm ability. That's not terrible. Cyclonic Rift I think is pretty high. I like Icefall Agent quite a bit. Tap down an opposing threat and swing in. But I think Cyclonic Rift is just like decent early game and then super good late game. The fact that it can hit Planeswalkers is pretty important. Gibson Given would be nice if we were trying to go Reanimator. Do love a Sun Titan. Do we have that many low drop permanents? Not really right now. In fact, we will only have like 2. I'm going to take Cyclonic Rift. I'd love to get Icefall or Sun Titan back. I don't know how likely it is. Well, this could let us splash red if we ever want to do that. This would be blue-green, which I was thinking about blue-green for a little while. I think the whites we're getting are pretty high pick though. I think I'm going to grab... And I could go, I guess, white, green, blue also. But yeah, none of these are particularly good outside of like going pretty hard on the combo. I think splashing red is actually more likely. I think this is a better land than Stirring Wildwoods if we don't want to go super far in green. But unless we get like a couple fetch lands, we're probably not playing that either. Well, Kaiga came back. That one's fine. Nothing else here. Could take Maze of Ith. It's decent removal in a color pair that's not going to have... Well, I guess we're going to have a fair amount of removal. I think I take Kaiga. Probably don't play it. I'm going to put it in the sideboard for now. But if we had to play it, it wouldn't be the worst. Hey, we got Elesh Norn back. Man, I'm going to do my best to play her. Oh, I could... Reflective Mage is probably like better for the deck. Just like slow your opponent down. This would be better if we had a whole lot of little creatures and stuff. But I love an Elesh Norn. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to have to make a choice quick. I think Reflector Mage is probably the right choice. But I don't have to like it. I don't like any of these. I'll take There's no way I'm playing Sky Merchant's Aspirant. I guess I'll put it in the sideboard. I guess if I were against aggro, I could play it. Same with Delver. Like, I can't imagine worlds where it's likely, but that was painful to patch that Elish. I probably did it wrong. Yeah, Reflector Mage was the right choice there. I agree, Melissa. Elish is so good, though. I think I like Elish Norn a lot more, but yeah, I mean, for curve considerations, and then also we're not that heavy in white, so we got to worry about castability a little bit. Here, not seeing anything that I'm that excited about in my color pair. What does Revelark get back? Power 2 or less. Does get back Reflector Mage, does get back Muldrifter, does get back Pestermite, does get back Wall of Omens. I guess that's it. I mean, I don't think we're a very good Revelark deck, but it's draftable. I think it's more likely we're on the Council Judgment plan or the Forbid plan. I think I like Council's Judgment more. Just exile any non-land permanent from your opponent. Feels pretty good. The lands are not really what we want. They're not white-blue. I'm going to grab the Council's Judgment. I think that's going to be better for us than Forbid, probably. Although I'm not sure. Kira wouldn't be terrible. Cloudgoat Ranger is not a bad 5-drop just to put on the beats. I might like Remand actually the most. Remand and Vendilion Click are also both super high blue drops. Vendilion Click is nice because it's a flash flyer 3-1 that can put some serious pressure on your opponent, but I think Remand might be closer to where we want to be. And I think I would take Vendilion Click over Kira. Could try to approach it the second Sun again. We had a deck that did that one time and actually did win 2-1. It did pretty well. We have so much top end, I don't think we want to be going for the approach one. I think we just want to slam a Consecrated Sphinx or Wormcoil Engine or an Elder Deep Fiend and try to go from there. Let me stick a Remand in this deck. Another 1-drop. I think Secure the Waste might be pretty decent. Supreme Verdict could be good too. We don't have that many low-drop creatures. I think we might get behind on board. Yeah, the Supreme Verdict I think might be the choice. Bunch of cards I'm happy to wheel here. Even Old Man in the Sea is fine. I mean, I would take an Ice. I would definitely take a Walking Ballista. I think it's likely we get a card back. I wouldn't mind Serum Visions, but we do have like 2 better filtering cards at the 1-drop already, so I don't think it's necessary. We're starting to get to the point where we have a full deck. It's not looking too bad. I do think Rats are pretty powerful in this type of format. Could just Mana Tithe people. You know, like you're in blue, you Mana Tithe. Probably not worth it. I think Sower is pretty good. Careful Consideration is good too. I think I would take Sower over it. White Blackland, no. Could just take a Baneslayer Angel and go beats. Angel's Tribal, get Gisela in there. I think those are the 2 options. We do kind of have a Glide at the 5-drop slot, and this does win the game pretty quick when you cast it. Not the most exciting, but I think I do have a bunch of good 4-drops already. So I think it might be Baneslayer Angel. Just pretty efficient, pretty powerful. I mean, I guess the one argument for Sower is it's more in our colors. Like, we're definitely more blue than white. So you don't want to load up on too many unless we get some better fixing. Alright, I sold myself. I'm going to go Sower. Snapcaster would be fine. I think we have a lot of targets for it. Again, no lands that we can really use. We keep not really hitting good lands for us. Pact of Negation would be fine as well. I think I'd rather have Snapcaster. We have Remand, Cyclonic Rift, Negate, Preordained Ponder, and Oust, all in the super low drops. Dissipate in the kind of the mid-range. Council Judgment, I guess, is a sorcery too. Yeah, I think this is a good pick. I mean, we do have a lot of creatures too, but we have a lot of our low drops are not creatures, so I think this is good. I think Reflector Mage is where it's at. Wouldn't mind a Dismiss. I think that's powerful. Phantasmal Image, also pretty good. I think I'd rather have a Dismiss over a Phantasmal Image. We don't actually have a lot of card draw for a blue deck, so I think Dismiss is pretty good. Roller Rogue, also fine. Deck and Stone, probably also fine. Isamaru is not happening. I'm sorry, Melissa. That dog just looks mean anyway. I don't think anybody wants that dog. Grab a Dismiss. I like it. Opt wouldn't be bad. Nothing here in white. I don't think Mentor the Meek is good for us. I'm going to take the Opt. Might cut it just because we have so many other 1-drops. I think it's the weakest. Control Magic is a slam dunk. I love Control Magic. Probably actually like Control Magic more than Sower, even though Sower is 2 bodies, but Control Magic's quite a bit harder to remove. Without them killing their own creature. Cure is alright. Nothing else here. Quarantine Field could be pretty good too, I guess. Stroke of Genius. I mean, it could be nice to have one big draw card. I'll grab it. Not sure if we play it or not. We definitely have more than enough playables at this point. I mean, I think it's more realistic that we play Kira than that we play Approach, so I think I'm going to grab Kira. Not sure we're going to play Kira either. I might put her in the sideboard for now. Actually, Pester might not make it either, just because we don't have the combo. Without the combo, I think it's pretty medium. Soulfire Grandmaster, decent 2-drop. Could buy back our spells in the super late game, but you got to get pretty late game. Because it's like... Man, we do have enough cheap spells, I guess, for 6 mana. We could just, like, remand every turn. Might like it more than Ice. I probably do. I mean, Ice is fine, but it kind of spins your wheels. I'm going to try Soulfire. Might start her in the sideboard. Maybe in some really controlling matchups she'd be good. Careful Consideration. I think this is playable. Probably won't play it, but I'm not sure. This is playable, but I probably also wouldn't play it. I guess I could go Birthing Pod. I don't think this is a Birthing Pod deck, though. Deck and Stone or Whirler Rogue. Deck and Stone, probably... I mean, I'm probably sideboarding either of those, realistically, although I don't think Whirler Rogue is bad. But yeah, Deck and Stone, I think, makes the better sideboard just because it's removal. And we got a Fatal Push last pick. Interesting. Alright, well, we have a deck. Not sure it's the best deck, but it's a deck. I like the fact that Stroke of Genius is instant speed and you can hold it up. We got to make 3 cuts. My first thought is Opt is probably a cut. Muldrifter can be treated like a 3-drop. Maybe Careful Consideration is a cut. I'm not a big fan of Careful Consideration. Partly it's a matter of like, would I rather have a Careful Consideration or like a Stroke of Genius? On turn 4, Careful Consideration is much, much better. On later turns, Stroke of Genius becomes better. I think I actually would probably rather have Careful Consideration than Stroke of Genius, even if I play this at the... Because it's realistically, it's a draw 4, discard 2 most of the time, so it's slight card advantage. Oh, I don't know, maybe Stroke of Genius is better. You guys see anything you think I should put in? I'm at 25. I gotta make a couple more cuts. 24. I guess I just need to make 1 cut. Yeah, the lanes are gonna be pretty rough. I'm tempted to cut Gisela. I feel like we need to cut a 4-drop. I think Supreme Verdict makes sense. I think Jace is probably good enough. Dismiss and Control Magic I like. Faith's Fetters I like. Could be a sideboard card, but I think it's pretty powerful. And then Gisela. I think Gisela is the most likely one for me to want to cut from here. Just doesn't really quite fit the theme of the deck, but she is just a nice big beater who can get in there. Maybe I do run Stroke of Genius. I'm not sure. It seems so bad, like, early game. I could cut one of my high drops, too. I do like most of them. I think Elder Deep Fiend makes it. This makes it. This makes it. Reflector Mage, Muldrifter, Dissipate. I mean, you could treat this as a 5-drop if you want. This could be kind of, like, higher, because you're not going to play it until at least 3. I mean, the curve doesn't look terrible. What am I missing out on? This is crap. I don't really like Delver in these type of decks. Declaration in Stone is fine, but not exciting. Let me sort so I can go through them, like, kind of in order. Opt is fine, but not exciting. Declaration is fine, but not exciting. I can see Soulfire Grandmaster, but I just don't think it's that good. Sword of War and Peace, I think, is sideboard in the colors that it matters against. Kira and Pestermite, I think I'm pretty okay with not playing. I do like a Sower. I do like Careful Consideration. Kaiga is fine. I do like Gisela. I think all the high-end are, like, good, but they're also in contention for the high-end spots we already have filled. I bet you can, I can make the cards a little bigger too. I bet I could actually technically evoke the Muldrifter, and then before I sack it to the evoke trigger, I could flash an Elder Deep Fiend sacking the Muldrifter to get 5 mana off this, making it a 2-drop. So I'd pay 2 mana total to draw 2 cards and get an Elder Deep Fiend in play and tap down all their stuff. Not sure that's ever going to be worth it, just a neat synergy that I was just thinking about. I mean, Kira could be good. It would help our permanents live. It's just creatures, right? Yeah, I don't have anything that's going to target my own creatures, so I can see it being worth it. My 3s and 4s got lumped together. No, they didn't. This one's over here. I see. But then I need to go down something. Could go down part. I don't think it's a particularly good part deck. We don't have Planeswalkers. I don't think we have any. Well, we have one Planeswalker at the Jace, but not much. It's still good. I think I'm gonna run it like this. Yeah, I'll give Kira a shot. I think she's pretty good. Oh, I saved the deck. I also need to put in the 2 lands. Council Judgment is going to be the hardest thing to cast. I think it is kind of the best removal, though. If it gets too hard to cast, I could just put in Deccan Stone. I think going a little bit of white is fine, just because we really want the removal that white's giving us. And the creatures are fine, too. And I guess the other option is I could just cut everything except blue and just go mono blue. That would cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something. But I think for right now I'm going to try this. I like the idea of having Celestial Colonnade as a threat as well. I don't think this deck's a dumpster fire, but I don't think it's very good. I think this is going to be a 1-2. That's my guess. Got some sweet cards though, so you never know. But didn't work out quite the way I wanted to. Wasted my first couple picks on oracles and natural orders and things. That burned me a little bit, but I did find the open color, which seems to be blue. Like, I got a lot of blue, and I got a lot of high-quality blue at that. So I think blue was pretty open. I think I moved into the correct color. I started in a color that people must have been forcing really hard. Which probably sucks for them, too, because they probably lost a couple good picks off it. Told my opponent good luck. Well, this looks like the kind of hand I want to keep. A little ways away from the Council's Judgment, but that's fine. We have alternate 3-drops too. Gonna start off with a Preordain, feels good. Turn 2 we can hold up Remand. They told me good luck and have fun as well. Nice. Alright, let's Preordain. Could use one more land, especially if it's white. I actually think I want to bottom both of those. I'm a little anxious to hit some lands. I think both of them are fine, but I don't think I want either of them without knowing what my opponent is. Well, we got a good payoff card at least, and dug towards lands. Opponent plays a white and nothing. So I can either hold up Remand here, which is what I think I'm going to do, or I could hold up Dissipate next turn. We'll see if my opponent does anything here. They probably do. Hey, it's the mirror. Kira's kind of nice. Alright, what do I get under Shelldock? Treachery feels pretty good. That also lets me like go off for a ton of mana on whatever turn I manage to get it out from under Shelldock. Just because it's only going to cost me 2 mana to do it, and then I'm going to be able to tap like 5. Okay, opponent playing down some lands. I really need to find a land. I mean, I'm going to Remand it. Got a Reflector Mage, not the worst. So my options here, I'm tempted to just Snapcaster Preordain while he's tapped out. Doesn't feel great, but I really want to keep hitting lands. Also lets him resolve something, which sucks. But again, I really want to get lands here. I think I do that. It feels pretty bad, but I think that's the right play. Right? Hey! I think I want both. I guess maybe I only want one. No, I kind of want both, because I want to get to like 5 for Muldrifter, 6 for Consecrated Sphinx. Let's put both on top. I think that's fine. Was not ideal, but not the end of the world. Would be nice to get a second white source for Council's Judgment. I think I might cut Council's Judgment. Getting 1 white felt pretty easy. I think getting 2 white is just too much. I don't think we have enough white to make it work. Glenalendra, sure. Reflector Mage. Yeah. I didn't think about that one too long. It might have been the wrong play, I guess. Land go. Could use a second white. This time he can play Glenalendra and leave the thing up. No, he plays Solemn instead. Sure. I mean, maybe I should have played Muldrifter last turn. Let's see what I draw. Got land. So now I can play Kira plus hold up Dissipate. I think that's the right play. Let's play down Kira. I think I'm going to get in with the Just Reflector Mage, because otherwise he's going to trade with my Snapcaster. He still might very well just block here. But I don't want to trade. I want to have as many creatures on board as I can. Short. Seems good. Gets to draw. So it replaced itself. Nice thing about Solemn is it gets you quite a bit of card advantage. Well, the nice thing here is we're playing the Control Mirror, and I have a board, so I can hold up the counter spell pretty effectively. He almost has to play into it, because if he doesn't, I'm just going to obviously slowly beat him down. He's at 8 cards. He has to actually discard one. That's how many cards he has. Wow. That's kind of crazy. He didn't really use many draw spells. I guess he just hasn't really played much down. Nobody's at 20 yet, so I can't use my Treachery even if I wanted to. Discards the Reflector Mage, 6. I mean, I got a couple options here, but I think I'm going to take the one that I like the best and just slam a Consecrated Sphinx. Oh, did I tap too much mana? Oh yeah, I did. I don't need to tap that much. I guess I'll attack first too, because I don't think there's a good reason not to. But I'm going to slam Consecrated Sphinx for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Consecrated Sphinx. Put him to dead on board next turn if he doesn't have answers. I'm sure he has answers. He very well might have a Wrath. But, I don't know. We'll find out. Well, I get to draw a couple cards at least. That's the nice thing about Consecrated Sphinx. No matter what happens, I get to draw some cards. And if I survive this turn, Council Judgment is looking pretty... Or not Council, Dismiss is looking pretty nice. He does have the Wrath. Seems good. One, two, three, four, 5. I think I slam a Muldrifter. And then I just hold up the ability to Shelldock Isle. Might have the counter here, I guess. He does not. Short. Got a Jace coming next turn. Feels pretty good. Still no second white source. We're a little over halfway through our deck, which I think is a little bit bad luck, but not the worst. I'm really hoping he plays a creature so I can just Treachery. Although Treachery on my turn is fine too. There's no real reason to do it during his turn. Kira does not protect against the Wrath of God. Kira did not seem very good here, I will say. I mean, he might be running single target removal and just not wanted to use it against Kira, maybe. Impulsive Research seems fine. That one I cannot Treachery that one. Okay. Land into... I bet he just has Planeswalkers over there or something. Oh, nothing. Could be holding up a counter spell. It's another case where I have the board advantage. It feels a little bad if I was like slamming something here. Yeah, that's true. He did get rid of the Reflector Mage because he couldn't target my stuff. That's a good point. Let's see what my opponent does. Restoration Angel, sure. I don't know why I tapped the 3 mana. It was a little silly because I'm not going to use it. Well, I guess I Jace here. Seems like the right thing to do. I think I just Brainstorm. I don't need Oust right now. I'm actually going to take this pile, I think, just because it turns on my Council's Judgment. But I can't actually play it right now, so I'm just going to pass and hold up my Counterspell. Control versus Control. Matchup of the century. Unless you play something super mean, I probably don't bother dismissing. But if you play something scary, obviously, I'll just dismiss. It's up to 8 mana. Flicker Wisp. Yeah, I don't feel good about this, but he's going to Flicker Wisp the Restoration Angel and get it back, so I'm going to try to counter it. Presumably he just has a counter to the counter. Spell Queller, sure. Oh, good beats, good beats. Not much you can say about that. That was, I mean, I think that was super lucky, but not much you can do. We did play pretty hard into his Wrath, I guess. What is he even going to reset here? Oh, his own land? Sure, that's fine. Supreme Verdict. I could just Supreme Verdict here. It doesn't feel bad. He has a lot of creatures out right now. But I don't think I want to use that much white. I only want to use... No, I have to use both white. Alright. Yeah, let's do Supreme Verdict. I could attack him, but he's obviously just going to block. Nope. I think I'm going to plus here instead of minusing. I don't know. I could see that going either way. Let's pass. Gets his lane back. That's good for him. We're both out 4 cards. I have a bunch of removals. For planeswalkers or for creatures. This game is super grindy. I'm a little worried I'm just going to kill myself by decking myself, which is definitely a possibility. Seven mana. What was that? I actually didn't see what happened. Oh, it's Approach of the Second Sun. Oh, okay. He's an Approach of the Second Sun deck. That's interesting. Yeah, he might win. I don't know. I don't have any creatures right now to threaten. Okay. Well, he hasn't played a creature yet, so I guess this one's better. Okay, upkeep. Oh, he gained a whole lot of life from that too. I mean, I guess I just do this. One, two, three, four. Short. Yeah, I mean, his approach to the Second Sun's deck might beat mine. I think I need to take out most of my creature removal against him, unfortunately. Does he just have Counterspell? He just has Counterspell, short. Well, not much I can do against that. Maybe I should have slammed it while he was tapped out. I probably should have, I guess. Oblivion Stone, sure. Well, this doesn't care too much about Oblivion Stone, at least. I could also just... I'm just going to cancel his Judgment and get rid of Oblivion Stone, I think. Okay. Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, I mean, approach is good in the control mirror for sure. Opt. Alright, I think he's going to get it. I don't think he's too many cards away from approach. I think he's going to get... I think we're going to see the epic approach win from our opponent, which is pretty epic. I almost got it once, but the person scooped before I could cast it. But they knew. They knew it was coming. I don't think they have it yet, do they? Maybe they just have a exile effect? Nope, nope, that's not what I thought. Well, now I feel silly getting rid of my Council's Judgment. That's fine. Wow. He built up a big hand. He played nothing onto the board pretty much for the first 5 or 6 turns. Hey, now we get the card that we wanted. Alright. Yeah, attack face. We'll gain some life. I feel like I can just scoop now, because if approach wasn't a cast trigger, I'd be okay, because I have the negate, but unfortunately it is a cast trigger, so makes my life a little hard. I don't think I can clear these Planeswalkers unless I get certain cards in my last 10. I think he has approach here, right? Nope, nope, no approach. Well, he had sweet cards in his deck. He didn't get them till the second half, though. These are some sweet cards. He could kill my Wormcoil with the -2 at some point. I mean, it would split it into 2 Wormcoils, but still. Alright, I get Stroke of Genius. Well, I could draw the rest of the cards in my library. It's target player, right? How many cards does he have? He has 12. I can make him draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. I can make him draw 9 of them. I don't think that's enough, right? Well, it's plus. Yeah, I don't think no matter what I'm doing it here, so I'm just going to oust the Jace. I don't remember how many cards it is to his approach. If it's enough cards, I might be able to kill him with the Stroke of Genius and just draw him through his library. These guys do 0 damage, so I might as well just attack. He's just going to block, but that's fine. The Stroke of Genius mill kill, if that's what we get. I don't think it's likely. I think the next card is approach, honestly. But if it's not, I might have enough time. Well, he has something here. What does he have? Sphinx's Rev. Oh, interesting. Is that enough? 5. How much does this do? Now I feel silly playing the Oust. This does 8. I'm not sure if this is enough. I think it's not because I put the creature back in his deck. Oh, god damn it. 1 off. Well, I screwed up. Oh, wait, no, maybe I don't screw up. Wait, is that going to be... That's going to be 13? And he has 13 cards left? I win! He's going to draw to his last card, and then he's going to have to draw it for turn. Holy god! Well, that's the reason you don't scoop early. Holy... Oof. Alright, yeah. I don't know what to say about that one. So he's like super slow and control-y. The control magics themselves felt pretty bad. Like, he didn't play too many big creatures. I think Treachery is still good. I might take out control magic. What do I go instead? Maybe I do just go like Soulfire Grandmaster, get a few more beats in there. I think this is a really bad matchup for us. Well, I almost didn't put Stroke of Genius in, but it won me that game. That was pretty hilarious. That was pretty epic. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think I can go down Treachery. The problem is we're just not very aggressive, and yeah. Yeah, Kaiga doesn't feel good either. That's also kind of control a creature. Show of Temptation is also control a creature. This is just more draw. Maybe it's time to put Gisela in. Just go for beats. I could put in Sword. We don't have anybody that holds the Sword super well. He does run a bunch of Planeswalkers. I think that's aggressive. Pester might not be that bad. I think Treachery, like I said, Treachery is still fine just because he does have some creatures and that just gives them back. Council's Judgment is good because it does get rid of his Planeswalkers. Well, Women's is super defensive, but might be fine. I'm not sure Oust is good enough. I'm going to try this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this sideboarding plan. Haha. Well, we got almost no white. Now we have both white and no white cards, so let's mulligan. Alright, this one we can keep. Not the best. Let's bottom this because we need lands. Yep. We need to get a third land, and we're not doing anything till at least turn 3, so... Oh, I lied. We got a Ponder. Perfect. I knew it was there the whole time. I mean, Kira would be nice to have a threat on board. It doesn't do a lot, though. It's a very, very slow clock. We definitely want to keep at least one, probably both lands. I think I ordered them wrong there, didn't I? No, actually, no, that's fine. Shuffle, nope. So, given that I'm keeping them, the order is fine because I'm not going to be able to play her till turn 3 anyway, which is when I draw her, so seems fine. Pass turn. Unfortunately, he can get a 3-drop out if he wants. I'm not going to be able to do much about it. Phased Fetters ain't doing anything until I draw some white. Chromatic Lantern short. And then here I can decide whether I want to Kira or just hold on to Dissipate. I think I'm just going to hold Dissipate. Yeah, let's Dissipate that one. Okay. Wormcoil Engine's pretty good. I think I'm going to hold up Dismiss here. Drawing an extra card will help ramp us towards Wormcoil, probably. This one's also good against his Wraths, potentially. Lingering Souls. Well, that's not a good one to counter because he can just play it from the graveyard. I mean, I think I counter it anyway. It draws me a card, so it's fine. Doesn't feel good, but he's going to time walk me otherwise, basically. Wall of Omens would be nice if I could play it, but I'm missing white. Yeah, we're really paying for the bad mana in this game. I think I play down Kira. Doesn't feel good, but nothing else to really do there. Short, compulsive research, not too bad. Gets a land, discarded a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's up to 6. I mean, I can Stroke of Genius, but it draws me literally 1 card right now. Man, I think I just pass and Pestermite. The other option is I could Snapcaster on just Ponder on the main phase. Feels like it'd be a lot better to Snapcaster Dissipate next turn once I hopefully draw a land. So I think I'm just going to pass here. Doesn't feel good. I think they have inevitability over us, so definitely does not feel like what I want to be doing. Goes to combat, short. Okay, just passes. I'll pester my end of his turn. He can counter if he wants to. Looks like he wants to. He has his own dismiss, sure. Come on, land. Yes, not the land I wanted. I really need white, but this gives me Snapcaster on Dissipate, which feels pretty nice. Or I could even stroke X2 if I really want to. Land tapped, sure. No plays. So do I snap for value, or do I just wait, or do I stroke X2? I think I just wait. I mean, if he's content to wait and not play anything, I'm pretty good with that too. Up to 6 makes the stroke a lot better. And now we can snap Dissipate. Okay. Or snap Dismiss, I mean. Black untaps. It's tapping for something. Oh, I see. It's going to get in for 2, sure. I think that is fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to stroke myself X3. I mean, I know it's what won me the game last time with his shenanigans, but if he wants to counter this, this is fine to counter. Not going to hurt me that bad. If he doesn't counter it, it at least lets me play lands for the next couple of turns while I'm playing defensive. And we got a white. So now I can play down Wall of Omens and still have Snapcaster Dismiss. Or Dissipate, rather. Not Dismiss. I think I just pass. I guess I can gain a little bit of life off the Shambling Vents. Super slow game. I guess I can slam. I couldn't slam it that. Well, I could have slammed one coil that turn and just left my shields down. Would have been okay, I guess. He's playing something. Oh, he's just gonna fire up Shambling. Oh, he's playing Hollowed Spirit Keeper. Sure. That seems fine. Shambling Vent seems good. Block here. Maybe I should have countered that. I don't know. It doesn't seem super high priority to me. Land. What do I find off it? I'm already at 14 cards, too. Mulldrifter feels good. I can play that pretty much for free at instant speed next turn. Could Preordain here. Could Treachery this, I guess. Well, the problem is if I Treachery it and he counters, which he probably will, I'd be in a little trouble. I could also Face Fetter something. I think I'm just going to Preordain. Well, I did that slightly wrong. But that's alright. I do want the land, so it's not the worst. Because I want to be able to Council's Judgment at some point. Let's pass. Activates short. Seems good. Fly tries to get in. Gets in. Short. Seems alright. Land for turn. That would put me too low to do what I really want. So my options are I could sweep. Sweeping feels fine, but not great. I could slam Worm Coil. That puts me too low. I could slam Face Fetters. That doesn't put me too low, but probably still loses me the game. I could just Council's Judgment something like this guy. I mean, I guess that seems fine. I don't know. I need to make decisions relatively quickly. I'm going to try to Treachery this, I guess. See what he does. I was hoping for a better target, but... he's thinking a lot. Going for something. Swords to Plowshares his own creature. Is that what he's doing? Sure. Fizzles it. Yep, makes sense to me. I think I just pass. Well, I mean, that was a good play. He might just slay him in something here. He might still be too scared of 4 mana. I mean, I do have quite a few counter spells, obviously. I don't know if he's going to be too scared of 4 mana. But he is slowly winning the game with Shambling Vent, so he is somewhat incentivized to just keep doing what he's been doing and attacking. Well, it does not look like he's going on the Shambling Vent path this time. He attacks with the 2 spirits. Maybe he's Wrathing. I'll block 1. Alright. Wrath of God, alright. Alright. Now I need to start actually slamming creatures down to have any chance of winning the game. I do have a pretty good hand, 6, 7, 8, 9. The problem is if I slam any of them, I put myself in pretty big trouble. I think I'm going to pass, and this time I'm going to like Shell Dock end of turn if he doesn't do anything. But we'll see what he does. He might just activate Shambling and go in. There's a lot of lands. Looks like he's going for the Shambling Vent, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's doing something else. No, Shambling Vent, sure. I'll take 2. No plays, short. Let's cast a Mulldrifter. Okay, let's go. Let's draw a couple cards. Doesn't seem bad. Alright. Pass his turn. Well, got some threats I can play down now. I can technically play this down and then rebuy spells with it, which feels pretty nice. He has a counter spell, it looks like. Spell Queller. And I think I'm just going to counter Spell Queller. I don't know if it's worth it to counter Spell Queller, but I've been sitting on this counter spell for too long. Dismiss. Alright, well at least we're doing stuff now, even if it's not totally optimal. We still have Negate up too, which is kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could technically also discard, or not discard, I could play Elder Deep Fiend with Flash if I wanted to on his turn. I think I might discard Supreme Verdict here. I just don't think I'm casting it this game. Unless, I guess if he wiped my board and then played out a bunch of creatures, he could, but... He only has 4 cards in hand, actually, so we're way outpacing him on cards. One of them was a land. And I can start slamming things and still hold him negate for sure. Okay, he's metamorphing something. Snapcaster, maybe? And then Wrath of Godding is my guess. Metamorph, Snapcaster, Wrath. Oh, Metamorph, Soulfire. Sure, that seems fine. Okay, playing for Soulfire's ability. I like it. I mean, you have to play it now if you're going to play it. Sphinx is X2. I think I let that go. I don't think I care that much about him Sphinxing X2. I could counter it, but I just don't think that one's worth countering. I'm just going to kill his... well, I probably won't kill it. I'll probably just Face Fetters his... So yeah, let's Face Fetters 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, can't activate abilities or block. So let's do that. Play land for turn. Let's attack all. Take down to 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to go the safe route. I think I'm going to Elder Deep Fiend Muldrifter on upkeep. That way I can still hold up like other things. Oh, I have to tap up here. I am probably going too slow. Don't think this actually matters too much other than tapping down the land. Okay, he lets him get tapped, sure. So he still has a Sphinx's Rev in hand for what that's worth. I guess he's actually about the same time as me. I was worried I was playing super slow, but I guess he's been playing pretty slow too. These control mirrors, man. I could remand it. He could just replay it. Is it worth remanding that? I think that one's okay. Can I... Nope. I could remand it, but I think this is fine to let happen. I guess he could bounce Deep Fiend or something. Maybe that's what he bounces. I have better threats in hand. I was only doing the one I did because reasons. Because I wanted to keep mana open for these two, but I'm going to have mana open for those two next turn anyway. Jace. Yeah, I'll remand Jace. Okay. Well, I can Cyclonic Rift at some point. Actually might not be that good because it would get Phyrexian Metamorph back to his hand at this point. I'm going to keep a bunch of blue up, huh? Maybe like this. I guess I could use all the white if I really wanted to. I don't think it matters that much. I think this is fine. And play a land. And I could negate with buyback is probably what I would do. Down to 7 cards in my deck, so getting a little low. Yeah, the one I said people get mad at me for drafting black too much, so no more black. I'm white blue control. I started with 2 green cards, and then green just got cut so hard that and blue was so open that I was like, all right, if I'm getting pick 11 Snapcaster, I'm probably gonna go blue. I probably let him resolve Jace here and keep the negate up if he wants to like Sphinx's Rev for 1 million or something like that. Because he does have Sphinx's Rev up and obviously close to 1,000,000 mana. So I think that one's fine. Each player draws a card. Oh, he's going to try to mill me with it, maybe? It's not the worst. He's tapping a lot. What's he got? Master of Waves. It's not the worst. Sure, I guess that's fine. I'll probably just destroy that with Council's Judgment, I guess. Yeah, not even trying to do anything here. Sure. Well, I could Elder Deep Fiend here. Maybe that's worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 8. I would have to sack Snapcaster. That's probably still worth it. Oh, I need to tap up here. Keep forgetting where I have to tap. I think I want to get rid of tap down Reflector Mage. Yeah, that seems fine. Oh, I meant to do Shambling Vent. It's not going to matter because he's not going to have enough mana to activate it, so it's fine. He's tapping mana now, sure. I mean, I guess he could do a tiny Sphinx's Rev if he wants to. It's not that tiny. 6 mana Sphinx's Rev, maybe. Alright. Oh, yes, Reflector Mage, sure. There's Restoration Angel, sure. On Soulfire Grandmaster, sure. Well, this looks like the turn where I Cyclonic Rift X 1,000,000. I mean, that is pretty good. What does he copy? Wormcoil, probably? Oh, he copied another Master of Waves. Alright. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is X7. So I think I can buy back the overload of this. Is that good enough? I mean, I could also bounce Master of Waves to hand, kill this one, and feel pretty good about it. Okay. Okay. Go on the big attack and hold up negate. Don't know what I'd actually negate here, but well, he might have something. Yeah, Melissa said she didn't feel up for streaming tonight. I tried to get her to stream with me, but he's Cyclonic Rifting one of mine. I mean, I could negate his Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, let's negate his Cyclonic Rift. I think that's fine. Not the best, but I think that's fine. He has to do a lot of work here to stay in it, which he might be able to do. But we can do the same play next turn if he doesn't have like a removal on Soulfire or something. We could have another Wrath. I don't know. You could have a lot of things. I guess you could Sphinx's X 1,000,000 too. Would be pretty good. Can't believe I have 5 cards left in my deck. That seems crazy. Reflector Mage. That's a good one. On which one? On her, sure. I still have enough to cast her and do her thing. Oh, I can't play her next turn. I gotcha. Well, we'll see what he has. Phyrexian Metamorph on Reflector Mage. Bounce another one. Alright, that's good. I like it. It's a good one. Okay, what else you got? No, maybe I did it wrong. I don't know. Jace, maybe? That's not Jace mana. That's Angel mana. He's gonna flicker again. No, he's playing Chromatic Lantern, sure. Then Jace. So he's leaving Angel in hand. Oh no, yeah, he's playing Jace. Probably both draw. Alright. Seems good. Well, I'm at 3 cards, so I have to do something's a little weird. This is still on board, which is nice. I mean, I can Reflector Mage the Reflector Mage, kill the other Reflector Mage, swing him down to pretty much nothing, but that's not going to win, probably. I think that's what I'm doing, though. I don't think I want to Reflector Mage the other one, so I think I want to Reflector Mage here. So I can do that one next turn. And I tapped that so wrong that I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do. God damn it. I guess I could just... No, I can't bounce him to hand. It's going to have a different name. Land. Brainstorming can help here. What did I do? Why did I do that? I wanted the double white. I mean, I could bounce him to hand, but then he can copy my Reflector Mage and bounce my guy again. Well, I can't play Soulfire Grandmaster, so why don't I do that? I don't know why I didn't think I could. 8. Well... man, Reflector Maging this doesn't feel good because then he just brings it in, copies my Reflector Mage, bounces my guy next turn. I'm running out of time. I don't have time to think. Sick. So yeah, I don't have enough. Boop, boop. I'm thinking way too much about this. Attack face. I'm gonna let myself. I'm gonna lose to time, I think, unfortunately. I gotta start playing really fast. Okay. I have 2 cards left, so I need to kill him next turn, I think. Which I don't think I can actually do, or I have to bounce Jace and somehow, or I have to kill Jace, which I can do with Council's Judgment. So I guess that's my play next turn, is kill Jace. Because that buys me an extra turn. It's gonna Phyrexian Metamorph. Oh, it's gonna Linvala. Oh, I see. That's pretty good. Is that 5 life? He's tapping a lot of mana. He plays... I don't have a counter spell, so I guess this is Sphinx's Rev X6. Sure. Let's Cyclonic Rift here, X2, it's fine. Pass turn. Has to discard a bunch. Okay, I think I need to plan this well, but I think what I'm doing is playing land, using ability, using Council's Judgment this, so I get Council's Judgment back. Land, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast this. 1, 2, 3. Vote here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wormcoil Engine. Attack all. All right, I get 1 more turn after this when he's at 2 life. Probably not winning, but I'm going to keep trying. I can use this twice next turn for what that's worth. He needs to take pretty much all my guys off the table. Wrath doesn't do it, so okay, Reflector Mage is a good start. Oh yeah, I'm not going to win here because he's going to Reflector Mage 2 guys. Yeah. Because he can Metamorph the Reflector Mage and then he can Blink the Reflector Mage. So he can get me down to nothing but 2 damage on board. I don't think I can kill all his guys. Yep. I can get 2 of them, but I can't get all of them. Okay, blink, blink a reflector mage. Yep. Yeah, that I think I would have won if I didn't punt with the Council's Judgment. Alright. That's it. This game is going to time. Is there any way I could build my deck to do slightly better against the deck going to time? Not really against his deck. Yeah, I'm just going to run it. The game of who can F6 faster through their turns, probably, at this point. Jesus Christ. I should have won that one. I just misplayed my Council's Judgment. I mistapped my mana when I played Reflector Mage. If I left 2 up for Council's Judgment, I would have had it. Oh well, feels bad, but that's what happens. You misplay once or twice and you get punished. But yeah, I have to be in like hyper speed play mode. Three minutes for a game against 2 control decks. I'll take out 1 blue, add 1 white. Did feel like getting the white was the hardest part. Yep. Keep. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna just like pretend like I'm not. Put on top, put on top, put on top. That was the wrong order. Shuffle no. F6. My cards require more choices than his. It's not fair. Well, that one's an easy one. Any order F6. I'm now lower on than him on time. All right, you got it. Oh. I missed the lane drop because I was dumb. All right, Fate, that seems good. Solemn, sure. F6, discard land. I'm gonna slam Wormcoil next turn. What does this guy's minus do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Kitchen Finks, sure. It's in for that, sure. Wormcoil Engine. Next turn I'm Cyclonic Rifting. Flicker Wisp, sure. Okay. Seems good. Seems good. Reflector Mage here, I guess. Flicker Wisp spawns something. On land, yeah. Okay, Anthem, sure. Guy, short. It's me land. Passes, boom. Let's Treachery here. One, two. Cancel. What? 1, 2, 3. Oh god, I'm gonna lose to this, aren't I? Sure. Attack, face. Short. Cancel. Sure. Negate here. Oh, too much, it's fine. Yeah. Wow, this is a little bit iffy. Oh, I don't have a stop in my pre-combat main phase. I should have definitely just activated Colony, and that would think would have won. Maybe not. Probably, yeah. Chumps here, sure. Loots, sure. I mean, it's looking like we would have won this game, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's the Plowshares. Let's dissipate this. Let's pass. 6 seconds left. Alright. Master of Waves. Target dissipate. Oh, I think we got it. Well, that was quite the match. Holy God. Oh my God, we both went to basically time. I feel bad for not talking much there. I was just like clicking as fast as I could click. I would have said good game, but you left already. I need a slight break after that one. I'll be right back. Who wants to play a control mirror? You watch my game? That was a crazy one. Holy cow. All right, I'm back. Wow. Yeah, that one was crazy. I was playing super fast at the end. I think I made a ton of mistakes. I was just like, F6 my turn. Ah! But like, the first two games were won by being milled out. Like the first game, I milled my opponent out in epic fashion. If you guys didn't watch that game, I'd suggest rewinding and watching that one. It looked like he had the approach of the second Sun win, but he Sphinx's Rev Dex 5, and I had what's it called? Stroke of Genius in hand, and I Stroke of Genius him X like 8, and he had 13 cards left in his library, so he drew every card he had, and he was going to die on his draw step. It was wacky. And then game 2, I just milled myself out by using too many draw spells. All right, well, on to league match number 2. Hopefully they're not all quite that crazy. In fairness, game 3 we were in the lead, so we probably would have won it, although I think we were both playing super suboptimally, so we were both like, how do we play as fast as humanly possible? Hey, it's a cat stream! Everybody likes the cat. The cat came to visit me. I will go first. Meow. Well, I got a lot of cards I like. I think this is keepable. Even got a white mana, which is rare. I think I meant to change at least. I go up one more white mana, but it's a little dangerous. But yeah, we have really bad mana in this deck. That's one of the big problems with the deck. Yeah, Pop-Tart came to visit. I don't think we want Stroke of Genius yet. Honestly, I don't think we want either. I really like Wormcoil, but we just need to get lands right now. We did get a land. Good. Yeah, it's like we need to get to 5, 8. This is not actually 8, but... Alright, well, first color being red is not good for our control deck. If he's mono red, I think that's going to give our deck a lot of trouble, although Treachery can be good against like the 4 and 5 drops they sometimes pack. And it does look kind of mono reddish. Jackal Pup. Turn 2 Jackal Pup's always a little weird, but that's alright. Maybe he just didn't have it turn 1. Alright, well, now we get to hold up Dissipate at least. Oh, now we're getting all the lands. And we're going to get to Treachery eventually, which, like I said, is good against his like 4 and 5 drops, I think, sometimes. He's going to attack in, short. In for 2. Well, he's not killing us as fast as Mono Red does sometimes. Oh, nothing. Alright, seems good to me. Well, I could play Jace Architect of Thought. I don't think it's terrible against him. Just give all his guys minuses. I don't think I'm doing the other thing here, but that does slow his clock down a little bit. Currently only by 1, but I think that's fine. And if he plays a big creature to bash him down, I can always Treachery next turn, untap, and then still have Counterspell up. Char at face or at Jace? At Jace, alright, so he's going on the Jace attack plan. If he attacks Jace here, Jace will go down. Well, that's a lot of 1/1s. Unfortunately, that does not work well with Treachery. Would have worked well with the Jace. I guess I could have saved the Jace longer, but he's always going to have some kill spell. But he does get Jace off the table. That feels pretty good for him, I'm sure. This could be good eventually. I don't think I'm jamming it yet. I think I'm going to wait till I'm at 7 before I hit that. I think I'm just passing here, holding up Counterspell, even though it doesn't feel good. I really wanted to play a relatively good creature, especially a 3-drop that I can Treachery and then sack to Elder Deep Fiend. But if he doesn't, I'm going to have to make other plans, obviously. Gets in for 5. Yep. Come on, creature. Oh, no. Exquisite Firecraft. All right. Oh, I didn't. I don't think I even could counter it. No, I think I could have. He didn't have Spell Mastery, did he? Oh, no, he did have Spell Mastery. I couldn't counter it. All right. Well, then I don't feel quite so bad. I don't know. I'll oust his 2/1, I guess. Doesn't feel good, but I'm not sure what else to do. Play land. Let's pass. We're getting ourselves in serious trouble. Top deck a land, and then Cyclonic Rift X7 is like okay, like during his attack step. Oh, you're still there. I was like, the cat leave me? Alright, we're down to 6. What's he got? Oh, it's coming down to the lap. Well, that's not a super good one for me. I think I'm going to counter that. It makes more sense than trying to Treachery it. Come on, land off the top. And he bolts me, sure. I do not want to pay 3 to redirect. Nope. Alright, what do I get? Come on, land. Control Magic is not going to do it. I mean, I guess I can technically... this feels so bad. Treachery, one of them. Untap all my lands. Man, I really don't want to control magic one. I think I'm just going to hope that he doesn't have burn. Does not seem likely. It's still 7, right? Oh, I guess I can Elder Deep Fiend him, huh? Right? This is... No, I can't. This is technically 0. Oh, god damn it. If I left the Jackal Pup and taken that, I would be fine. Alright, let's keep going. Man, 7 mana. That's a rough one. Gets in for 2. Yep. Seems good. This is not going our way. Jackal Pup, that one's fine. Alright, land. Well, it's not nothing. Owned by Team Rocket. That's a pretty sweet name. Don't think I'm attacking here. I think I'm just passing. Gonna slam Cyclonic Rift when he attacks all. Unfortunately, like he probably just has like a burn spell in hand, but gonna wait for him to show it. I mean, I guess I could have also Elder Deep Fiended there, but I think this might be better. Okay, go to blocks. Go blocks. Okay, good game. Yeah, we weren't beating the Steering Spear. I didn't need to wait for so long to do that. Okay, against Burn. We probably want to speed ourselves up a little bit. Let's go Declaration in Stone. Maybe grab Pestermite. Wormcoil is still super good. Treachery, I'm not sure about. I think Control Magic might not be good enough. I think Treachery still is just because you untap. I think Stroke of Genius is probably too slow. I still think I want Sphinx. I definitely want Jace. He's actually pretty good against him if he's running like creature weenies. Face Fetters is good because it gets you a draw. Dismiss is a little slow, but I think it might be okay. Kira is nice because he has a lot of single target removal. Reflector Mage is fine. I'm not sure how good it is, but I don't want to go too low on creatures. Negate seems fine. Wall of Omen seems great. The deck doesn't seem like that poorly set up against Mono Red, and we do have a few 1-drops, but definitely not the ideal Mono Red matchup. Like, it's not our ideal matchup. Hand's slow, but hand is also pretty nice. I'm going to keep it and try it. I mean, a turn 3 Kira probably doesn't win us the game, but at least it gives us a blocker against a lot of his 1/1s that he seemed to have. And we can always Muldrifter for lands. So his deck seemed a little slow for a Mono Red deck. What I really want is to get the Wormcoil out, which is probably unrealistic, but if I do, that's a lot of life gain. I mean, I could always run out Snapcaster if I have to. Not likely, but there's an option to just run it out for no value. We actually have no non-land, non-creature spells in this deck. It's just creatures and lands right now. Looks like no plays. Alright, I'm going to pass. More land is a good sign. I'm going to slam Kira. Give all of our creatures pro removal. Nothing there, sure. Abbot of Carol Keep, hoping to hit land probably. Probably why you waited to play it. Not a land, a Walking Ballista. Well, that one you can't play. I mean, you can play a land and then... Okay. And he has Chain Lightning, sure. Just a face, obviously. Yep, makes sense. No, I will not pay. Alright. Come on, big money, big money. Remand is pretty good, and I can also then Snapcaster Remand later. I'm not blocking this thing, probably. I guess I could block him. I'm just going to pass right now. I mean, if he attacks, he has to have multiple instants to kill my guy. That doesn't feel amazing, so might be fine. You know what? I think I will block. I think that's actually fine. If he wants to take that trade, that seems okay to me. He does. I feel like he's the one who should be more in a rush to play things than me in general. Remand. Right. Not bad. Island. So I could Muldrifter here. Or I could, which would, I mean, it would be good. It would let me get my Wormcoil out next turn, probably. I mean, if this is his, if that spell I just reflected is his play, I think Muldrifter Defined Land is actually probably the right place. So let me try that. I think getting Wormcoil down might just be game, so. Oh, we didn't get what we wanted. We did get a Deck and Stone, which isn't bad, and we did get a Wall of Omens, which isn't bad. And we might have land on top. Was that or Snapcaster? 4 mana, Koth this time, sure. +2, smack with land. Oh, no, +3 mana, got it. And Glorybringer, sure. Does he exert? He does exert, interesting. Well, we did hit a land for 8, but I can block. I want to make him have the anti-life gain. Then worry about, like, Deck and Stone plus Snapcaster Remand next turn. I mean, he could just have it here too, but I think this is the play that wins this the most. Like, without the Wormcoil, we're just going to get lower and lower. Plus, this is exerted, so it's not attacking this turn. So it feels like the time I'm available to slam it. Okay, 1. Hard for me to imagine him attacking with this here. Okay. So he does get to destroy this, which I knew about, but I get the 2 tokens, so it's not really a big deal. Okay. Do I Death Touch a land, or do I take it? I think I Death Touch a land here. I think that's alright. Lifelink's actually the one I care about the most, so I think that's fine. Okay, he passes turn. Another white mana, so I can Deck and Stone and Wall of Omens if I want to. I think I definitely Deck and Stone. I guess I don't need to do it yet. I think right now I just attack and kill Koth and gain 3 life. I kind of want to leave up 4 mana for Snapcaster on Remand if possible. I mean, I could just slam Consecrated Sphinx. That also feels pretty good. I'm at 12 life. It's not like it's terrible. But I feel like it's safer just to Deck and Stone the Dragon because he's going to be able to swing big next turn again. And then it's a matter of, do I play, like, I could play down Jace. Wouldn't be bad. It's pretty much empty board for my opponent. I don't think I know about any of the 2 cards in his hand. We've kind of stabilized, and this shuts down creatures pretty well. I could hold up Snapcaster, Remand. I'm not sure which one of those is better. Yeah, let's hold up Snap Remand. I may regret it, but you never know. Okay, 3 mana. Well, I don't think I'm going to regret it if he's casting a 3 mana spell. Oh, untaps. Okay. Snapcaster. Remand. Remand that. Yep. Alright. Feels good. Got a little bit more power on the field. I can start swinging in. So now I have to choose between Consecrated Sphinx and Jace. I'm pretty sure I slam Consecrated Sphinx here, especially if his play is. I think I do Consecrated Sphinx and Wall of Omens. Maybe I should have done a wall first just to see if I ruined anything, but it's hard for me to think of something better than Consecrated Sphinx, so. Oh, got a negate. I guess negate would have been okay. Get to draw a couple more cards here. Yeah, I'll do it. More lands. Lands aren't the worst for me, but they're not the best. Hazoret, sure. Can't attack or block right now. I mean, I think I take control of Hazoret and then untap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feels like we're beating mono red here. Yep, he gives up. I was gonna say I don't think mono red's beating that one. I mean, this one gains me life. Actually, I probably should have brought this in. Protection from red and from white. I mean, he is red, and we did go down a little bit on stuff. on the high end. I still don't think Sword is great, but it's not terrible. Don't know what else I go down. I do like Cyclonic Rift, although it's not amazing in the matchup. Dismiss is possible to go down. Is a little slow for what it does. Maybe I do go down Dismiss. I think everything else is pretty important. Like removal. Supreme Verdict feels like it could be useful. I'm going to try Sword over Dismiss. I'm not 100% sold on it, but again, it has the words gain life on it. And I'm against Burn, so gain life against Burn seems like the right thing to run. This one's pretty medium, but we do get a lot of control over a draw, so I think I will keep it. I mean, Pestermite's a little slow, but it does tap down an attacking threat. Feels a little bad that it dies to one of the Chandras, but not the end of the world. He does not have a lot of 1-drops, I will say. Let's Preordain. I think... Man, do I put Sword on top? Sword is the tricky one. I mean, the Pestermite would wear it well. I could also put Dissipate on top. I think this is just too many 3-drops. I think I only want one of the two. I think I'm going to go the Sword route and give it a shot. I think this could be wrong, but I'm going to... It's going to be crazy. Also get to Ponder next turn. Hopefully set up our draw a little bit. Still nothing on 2 lands, so I got a white mana, not the worst. Let's Ponder. Oh, he has something. Just Bolt to face. Seems fine. Just wanted to make sure I was low on mana when he did it. Don't want... I think I shuffle, so I don't think this matters. And I could Council's Judgment, I guess, if I wanted to keep, but I don't think this is worth keeping. Yeah, let's shuffle. And I got to land anyway. Alright, well, getting a little flooded. It's not the worst, but not the best. Alright, that's 3 more short. Land. Okay, I think I pass, and I think I Pestermite on his upkeep. Just take down a land. He has removal for her, or just burn for face. Both of those are fine. Not gonna tap it down. Okay, Wormcoil Engine is coming up. 1, 2, 3. I think I actually attack in here and then Elder Deep Fiend down to all his mana next turn. So I think Elder Deep Fiend is relatively hard for him to kill. Not that he can't do it, but it does seem pretty tricky for him. Don't think he has much that does that much damage. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, tap down all his lands. And then next turn I can Sword equip on Deep Fiend, and then the turn after that I can Wormcoil Engine. Okay. More lands not the best, but I think it's going to be pretty good here. How much life do I gain? So I'm gaining 4 life and he's losing 2. I mean, it's not the best, but not the worst. Yep, up to 17. I mean, I think we probably have it. I mean, he could still win, certainly. He needs to play out his hand pretty much, because if I do 9 damage to him, he'll lose. Goblin Guide's pretty good. And he has Hazard too. Hey, they all get to attack. Well, that's really good for him. I mean, that's very good. Remand, sure. Well, I go to 8. Alright. I mean, think I attack here anyway, even though maybe it's not good enough. Gains me 3 life. Goes to 1. What does he have? He gives up. Sweet! I did not think that deck could win against Mono Red Burn, but we did tone down our curve a lot, which helped a lot. And I think that combined with the fact that we had a few life gain cards in the deck, like Wormcoil and Sword, meant that we just managed to stabilize and get there. So sweet, we win at least 2-1 with this deck that at first I thought was a little bit of a train wreck, but we're scrapping them out. Very close games. This was definitely a very close, it might not have looked like it, but definitely a very close game. And that blue-white mirror was ridiculously close. So 2-2-1 finishes. We'll see if we can scrap out the last match. And I'll probably only do one tonight, especially because these are going a little long. Yeah, let's play our last match. Actually, let me cancel real quick. I think I wanted to go either take out Council's Judgment, although I have been liking Council's Judgment quite a bit. But I think I need to either go out Council's Judgment and up Declaration in Stone, or I need to go one higher on white. I think I'm going to go one higher on white. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting white a little bit too little to reasonably like Council's Judgment. The one mana white spells aren't bad, but the double white at 3 is a little tricky. All right, let's try it. Cat is still sitting in my lap. I don't know why the cat left Melissa's lap. Maybe he just wants to be famous. I feel like if I want to make this a cat stream, I got to point this camera down a little bit. I don't know if you can actually see anything when I do that. Can you? There he is, under the microphone. If I move the mic, you can see him. Look at the cute cat. Cat stream. I mean, I would love another 3-0, but I don't think it's likely with this deck. Not that the deck's bad, just that I don't think it's bad, I just don't think it's great. But it does have good threats. Like, Wormcoil is always really good. Consecrated Sphinx is always pretty good. I really am a big fan of Treachery, so it's definitely not, like, terrible. The mana here is a little awkward, but I think it's a keep. The curve's a little awkward, too, but we have Preordain to set stuff up. So definitely looking like a control hand. The question here is, do I slam Preordain, or do I just slam some tap lands? I think I slam Preordain, see what's coming up. Kind of want one more mana. I like Control Magic as well, but I do have 2 4-drops already. I think I'm going to need to bottom Control Magic top island. Pass turn, and then I don't think... I mean, this gives us our 4-drops on turn 4, but I don't think we're playing anything till turn 4, which feels pretty bad. Are we against Green Ramp? That's kind of what I'm expecting here. Yeah, it looks like Green Ramp. Well, we're not well set up to beat that, I don't think. Let's Shell Dock. None of these are super good. Don't think you can overload it when you're playing it from under Shell Dock. I think I will... What, can you overload? Maybe I'll Google that real quick just to make sure. You know what? I'm just going to choose Reflector Mage. I think that's fine. I couldn't find it fast enough. So if you know, feel free to tell me. I'd be interested. Didn't want to bother right now. Okay. But yeah, I think against a ramp deck, this hand is too slow. Oh, Seeker of the Way. So maybe it's not ramp. Maybe it's like beats. Yeah, he's getting in. All right, that's not the worst then. That is more beatable than just like Jorga or whatever his name is. 6-drop, that's pretty good. Well, we got a lot of our high end, not a lot of our low end. I think we're going to go that and pass. I might Jace plus next turn if he doesn't play anything too powerful. He's got 4 mana, though. He might play something pretty good. I can see Faith's Fettering something, too. Okay, Umezawa's Jitte is pretty good. I mean, I can just Face Fetter that as well. And you can equip it, too. Yeah, I think I just Face Fetter the Jitte. Doesn't feel good, but it doesn't put me in terrible shape either. But yeah, definitely a slightly slow, slightly awkward hand. But we didn't lose that much. We went back up to, he's going to use it to gain some life. That's fine. We went back up to 19, so even though he's been going beats a little bit, it's not doing too much to us yet. Playing something big. Batterskull. I like Batterskull. And he gets a Prowess trigger too. Pretty nice. Okay. I like it. Well, down to 15, and he's got quite a bit of power in play. We keep drawing lands. We did need lands early. Not sure we need lands at this point. Not shell docking too soon. We're both pretty high on cards. I think I Jace, and the only question is whether it's better to brainstorm with Jace or whether it's better to just uptick. I feel like he might just go after Jace, especially if I uptick, but maybe that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to uptick here. I think the biggest threat to us right now is not, like, we have our big threats. Like, we have really good big threats, so I'm not as worried about that. I'm more worried about just losing to his relatively strong aggro plan right here. I think he can technically only do 4 damage to him with what's on board as well. Or he could go face and also he'd do, I mean, yeah, if he goes face, obviously he does 4 also. Young Pyromancer is pretty nice. White, green, red spells matter, I guess. A little bit of a confusing deck to me, but it seems pretty powerful. Like, all the cards he's playing are super high quality, except for maybe a Seeker the Way I'm not that impressed with usually. Okay, he's doing this to Jace, maybe? No, he's doing it to face. He's trying to get in for the beats, sure. I think he's just saying, hey, I will aggro you out, and there's not that much you can do. No, both go at face, alright, both get the minuses, seems good. Oh no, he did go at Jace. I don't know why I thought he was going face. Alright, well, that's fine. Oh yeah, and that triggered the prowess, so he could hit that and kill it. Makes sense. Yeah, I think I Wurmcoil Engine here. I think that's the right play. Next turn we can slam Consecrated Sphinx, but Wurmcoil does a lot more to stabilize me. Unless he has, like, if he has Path, obviously it's not good to Swords to Plowshares, but if he doesn't, right, he has Banisher Priest, sure. Well, that might be game. That Banisher Priest might do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take me to 3. Well, let's see what I get. I don't know if there's any way I win here. Wrath would do it, I guess. Dispel doesn't. I'm going to scoop it up. Alright, so that was a rough game 1. Relatively low to the ground. Maybe we're still a little too janky on the high end. I'm going to take out Stroke of Genius. That one feels a little slow. Partly we just had a slow draw, too, even though we're a slow deck, but we're not that slow a deck. Could go Swords or something. Soulfire Grandmaster doesn't feel terrible because of the lifelink. Could go another Deck and Stone type removal effect. I mean, Opt is a good filtering, I guess. Maybe Sower is good. I mean, he does have a lot of creatures that we could control. Wrath definitely feels good. Maybe Kaiga's decent. I mean, the thing is, Kaiga's so expensive. We don't really want to take out any of these for Kaiga. Pestermite is okay, but I'm not convinced Pestermite is great against Umezawa's Jitte and stuff. Soulfire Grandmaster and Declaration Stone jump out to me as possibilities. Didn't have that many instants and sorceries, but the ones he played were really high quality. I don't know. I think this is good enough. I'm going to give it another shot. But yeah, I don't think we're winning this matchup, unfortunately. Thank you to the 3 people who are still watching. I think I lost a lot. I don't quite know how, but maybe people got tired after the second match. I feel like I should close my Skype because it's just constantly blooping over here. Let's go first. 2 colors, not quite fast enough. I do have the Wrath, which would have been really good against him. I do have a Treachery, which I think would have been really good against him. I will feel pretty bad if I never draw a mana. I think I gotta mulligan it. I think this one I have to keep. This one's actually maybe worse, but I have the lands at least, and I have some early interaction. I think I can top a Sower. Land go. Next turn, unless he plays something crazy, I'm just going to wall and draw a card. And I could oust, but I just don't think it's going to be worth it. No Mana Dork this time. That's nice. It means he's going a little slower. Now, this time we have lots of mana. I thought I said close on Skype. Do I have to close it from in here? Alright, well, there you go. Wow. That's the sound it just made for me. Got a Wurmcoil. Well, at least we have a big threat coming up. Nothing worth playing here. Just gotta wait for our opponent to play a threat. Three mana, short. Plays down. Imperial Recruiter to get... Is he Kiki Jiki, basically? Maybe he's just Kiki combo, just mono red Kiki combo or something. Maybe he's just playing it for value because he has a lot of good value cards. Knight of the Reliquary, sure, that seems fine. Well, I'm not sure I'm playing anything this turn. Probably just holding up Negate. Doesn't feel good, but we might win the long game, and none of these things are good against him right now. Goes to 4 mana. Could play Knight. Wouldn't be bad. Plays Knight, sure. Well, I can't negate the Knight. This cat's going a little crazy. I mean, I think I Sower Knight. The other option is to just put it down in the deck, but I think Sower's fine. I'm gonna have Wurmcoil next turn anyway, so. Lightning Helix to get Knight back, short. And it's just a matter of whether I want to oust Knight or just smash Wurmcoil. I kind of want to smash Wurmcoil, although I don't know what lands he has. Maybe he has some really good lands he can tutor up. I'm not really sure. I mean, Ponder plus oust plus holding up Negate doesn't feel terrible. That's the other option. I am the control deck. That does feel like what I'm supposed to do. But I don't know. I don't know how scary Knight is to me. I don't think Knight's that scary. I'm just going to slam Wurmcoil. Path. Yep. Oh, no, that's not that bad. He puts it 1 from the top. Alright, that's fine. I can actually get it next turn with Ponder if I want. But that only helps if I top deck a land, but I might. Alright. Elspeth, sure. Okay. It's in. Seems good. Well, I guess I should have held Negate up. That would have been better. Ponder and Preordain, huh? Well, I might as well do all the things that I can do. Preordain. I think I want both of these. Just a matter of when I want them. I think I did that in the wrong order, kind of. Guess it doesn't really matter. I could play them both this turn if I want to. And I could control magic this turn even if I want to. I think I want all these spells. think I want Control Magic at the last one. I think I want Dissipate this turn just so I can hold it up maybe. So I guess that means I want Supreme Verdict on top and then Dissipate on top and no shuffle. Then I can oust Knight. I mean, he can get some special land if he wants. If he thinks using the ability is useful. Then I can hold up Dissipate. Seems good. What land does he get? What fancy lands does he have? Okay, nope. Just a Windswept Heath. That seems fine. Does he want to break it now or later? He wants to break it now so that he doesn't shuffle away the night. That makes sense. Okay. And he can do 4 damage to me here. Then I slam Wormcoil again, probably. I mean, I could Wrath. Wrath feels fine too if he plays a big creature here, but I don't know if he does. I also might just Dissipate. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to. I guess I just negate it. Yeah, let's just negate it. No reason to Dissipate here. Sure, gets in for 4. I like it. So I'm letting him resolve something next turn, but getting a Wormcoil down. Oh, yeah, I think that's the plan. The other option is I can Supreme Verdict away nothing. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. Yeah, let's just do this. Or I could hold up Dissipate. I think Wormcoil's the way to play. He might have another answer to it, but if he does, what are you going to do, right? Deck and Stone. All right, that was a good one. Has... yeah, replays that. Seems good. Plus deal 4. I guess next turn I sweep, leaving him with a giant creature, but not much else. But still feels pretty good for him. Got the Control Magic. I mean, I could Control Magic here instead. But I'm not sure that's good enough, because this is going to swing for 4 next turn. He might just have another removal even. Yeah, and then I want a Supreme Verdict eventually anyway. Let's Supreme Verdict first. Then I can draw with... actually, yeah, I probably should have just drawn with Clue main phase just in case I got a land, I guess. Actually, I don't know if that matters. Unless it was a tap land. I guess if it was a tap land, it would matter. Short. Noble. Make a guy. Those both seem fine. Well, he had the right removal for my package of stuff. One, two... and I think maybe I have to... so what are my options? I could Reflector Mage Control Magic. I could Reflector Mage hold up Dissipate. I could Control Magic hold up Dissipate. If I Control Magic, I guess I would do Noble, although I don't think it's that important. The problem is, if he had one really big creature, this would be easy with Control Magic. Without it, it's a little tricky. I almost feel like I have to answer his board, but it doesn't feel that good to answer his board. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to... I think we lose this game, but I think I'm going to Control Magic and then Reflector Mage. There, yep. Means I can at least pressure the Elspeth if he doesn't want to leave a blocker. Obviously, pluses to make a guy. I get. Big draw. Nothing. Alright. Well, let's attack in at Elspeth. See if we can keep her from ulting. Probably can't. Giving all of her stuff indestructible feels unbeatable, which is, I assume, what he does here. But he has to chump block for a turn to do it. No, he lets me hit her. Okay. Seems good. Yeah, I guess he's just got me on the 2 turns to dead clock. So I got a top deck here. Not looking good for us. Not looking good. think we got another 2-1. I mean, I don't think he has anything else, so I'm just going to dissipate it. I don't want to bother dealing with it. Yep. Jumps. Gets in. And he's got me dead next turn unless I draw something. Which I could. Like, it doesn't take that much for me to draw, but I do need to draw something right here. Big draw. Consecrated Sphinx. That does block his attacker, doesn't it? And it also gives me a pretty good chance to, assuming he doesn't get a removal, it does give me a pretty good chance to draw into something next turn with the double draw off this. Okay. Yes, I will. Double land, just what I wanted. Perfect. Perfect draws. Recruit over the guards for... I think he just wins here, because I think he recruit over the guards for Banisher Priest, and then he Banisher Priests my Consecrated Sphinx. Yep, I called it. That was the play. GG's. Well, unfortunate. That was obviously a really good top deck for him. But we had a good top deck too, so you can't complain too much. His deck looked pretty sweet. It was a good, like, white, red, green tempo deck, I guess. I thought we had a reasonable chance, but yeah, our draw was a little awkward both games. That does happen in Control, because you need to play a bunch of big things and also a bunch of little things, and sometimes you just, like, get a few too many lands or a few too many spells, and you try to smooth it, but smoothing it slows you down, and then you lose. But yeah, I mean, not the worst. 2-1, I'll take it. Seemed fine to me. Yeah. Do I want to play more? Do people want to see me play more? And if so, what would they want me to play? Does anybody out there have an opinion? Out of curiosity, what was I going to draw? Oh, Plains, that wouldn't have done it. Wow. Well, there was no way I was winning this game. The next 6 draws were all lands. Snapcaster would have been good. Yeah, Cyclonic Rift. That's the stuff I needed. I needed, like, Cyclonic Rift. Really needed Council's Judgment. I don't have that many answers for Planeswalkers. That's part of my deck's problem. What is my last card? Face Fetters? That would have been really good, too. Well, it won't let me draw the last card. Oh no, Face Fetters right there. I'm silly. Play Freebird? I don't actually know I have a guitar. I could play music, but I don't know Freebird. I'm tempted to do Masters 25 draft, but I know very little about Masters 25, and I'm not as convinced that I'm going to be into it as much. I'm not convinced, one, I'm going to be good at it, because I don't really draft non-cube sets very much, and two, not that convinced that I just don't know the set very well. I could do it though, or I could do it for like fake play points, or I could even do it for real. The real one costs a bunch of money, like costs $25 to enter, but you get to keep the cards you open. But I don't think it's likely I'm going to open all that much value worth of cards, but it would be exciting, I guess. It would be like half the play points I have though, so it's like, yeah, a little much. A couple people logged off too. I think I'm going to call it for the night. Maybe I'll do a Masters 25 draft tomorrow. I'll figure out what I want to do for it and do it then. I think I'm not gonna do it just yet. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.